Senate Committee on Local and Foreign Loans on Tuesday kicked against the proposal by the Federal Ministry of Health to borrow $200 million under the malaria program to buy mosquito nets in the 2022 budget. What are your thoughts on this? You can join the conversation and call us on 081-27053-687 or 091-390-76948. So according to the explanation, they said they wanted to use this particular borrowing to buy mosquito nets to sort out 13 vulnerable or orphan states.
I beg me explain what's orphan.
Sister, I was asking you the question.
No, you have to explain.
Orphan states, states that don't have mother and father. I don't know what that means. And this is going to be sorting out 208 local government areas, 3,536 primary health care under this local government. And people have been asking questions, but we had already budgeted 450 million in this same 2022 budget for malaria treatment. How come we need an additional $200 million to handle this same mosquito nets? Ladies, help me, please.
I'm quickly finding what orphan states mean.
All right, let me talk about
Go ahead,
Senate. So the Senate is doing the job of questioning this, and I like that. And, you know, when they're doing something, you know, a lot of times we start with conversation, where were they? Why didn't they ask since? So now they're asking. And the explanation is that the World Bank will give them this money, but the World Bank has also specified where they must get the mosquito nets from. Because, yes, because, you know, Senate is like, why would we be importing mosquito nets when we know many places locally that we can get mosquito nets? But it says that that is one of the conditions for getting that money, where you can get the mosquito nets from. So it is also like yesterday where we were talking about when you get money from somewhere, they will also tell you how,
what to use it
and
for.
when, and, you know, to spend it. So it still goes back to the fact that we need to get out of this cap in hand, borrowing, and to think that we're still borrowing for mosquito nets today.
Nima Biko, what's your thoughts?
Nobody is going to give anybody mosquito net, and nobody is going to use any mosquito net for anybody in Nigeria today. So please, that budget for third world countries and all of those kind of things, they should please just, they should be excusing our
Nigeria,
people from it. Yes.
Except it's free.
It's not,
Except you want to give us mosquito nets for free.
$200 million
That's what I'm saying.
free.
You can give us mosquito nets
It's a loan
for free.
That after you have used it to meet, it's to fight malaria. After you have used it to meet that need, you then pay it back.
Yes.
When you get your country out of it. But we know our people, our body don't ever accustomed to these things.
Malaria.
We are immune to it. So no, we're not. I'm just saying, our people have survived generations without this. The corruption that goes with this is not why we have survived malaria. The monies, this kind of monies do not abate the condition that they come here for. They're not the solution to it at all. So please, the reality is that we don't need it. Because they will just chop these monies. If they do buy the nets, they will waste them at the warehouse. Later, somebody will break into the warehouse, hawk them in traffic. One or two of you who have suffered malaria in your family think you need a mosquito, you pay for it eventually. So we don't have a plan. We do not, based on our antecedents that we used to pay these monies back, we don't need it. We need roads, yes. We need, you know, to plan per capita, our population, and all of those things that they have said. We need a lot of other things, but certainly not $200 million for mosquito
Were you able to find
now
the orphan states, Biko?
We know they. So I want to come to the Nigerians who negotiate these things.
Yes.
You know, the ministries of health will have a director who would say, there's this aid in the World Bank for this, let's get it. And they'll put it into budget. He read low, no. He still put it, but thankfully we have our representatives who are doing an amazing work, the open eye, to read these things.
I'm glad.
Yes.
I'm glad.
That's found it. So the person who is putting it inside, how realistic is it before you put it there? In every job that you are doing, your job is not just to find money that can be siphoned on paddy level. Your job is also to make practical plans. To either create policies that will develop your people or get them out of hardship. Or Kukuma don't do it at all. Simple. So I question the director within that Ministry of Health who puts this thing inside. And if assuming our National Assembly slept on it, you know, there are days that day to the yawn on and they do A and me. We for just chop this basic.
there's no way you want to convince me that what you have there is actually money for election. 2023 is around the corner. See, let us just face it. Because what does orphan state mean? I mean, what does it even really mean? Who is the father and the mother of the state that died? That made them orphans? You know? So that is to tell you, see, there's a crisis, leadership crisis. And it is the failure of leadership that will make any ministry to just put up something like that. There's no plan for any mosquito net. Let's just not deceive ourselves. There's no plan. It is for election. And if you check, this is just the beginning. If you check other ministries, they should check it line by line. I can assure you, you will find very ridiculous items like this, and even worse than what we are seeing right now.